Hey, I'm John Case. Welcome to What Matters Most Online. It's a new thing that we're trying. We think it's awesome. We hope that you agree. And if you don't, well, we're just going to keep doing it until you do. We'll also continue to be live, but we're going to do these from time to time so that interesting issues can get out there a little bit faster and maybe hit a little bit wider of an audience. We're talking right now to Kayla Johnson. Kayla is from the Momentum Group, and we're going to talk about Startup Week. Kayla, thank you so much for coming in to talk to us.
Thanks for having me.
Well, you're welcome. It'd be tough to do these without guests, so
Very
really
true.
I owe you more of a debt than you owe me, believe me. You're the sales and marketing catalyst at the Momentum Group, so it's
Yes.
your job to catalyze momentum. That's a lot
Yeah.
of responsibility.
Well, I guess that title means, more than just sales and marketing. I do quite a bit.
Yeah.
Jack of all trades, I'd say, but it's a teamwork thing. So whatever they need help with, I'm there to help them.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And Momentum is a startup itself.
Yes. So we started back in January.
Yeah.
I actually helped Momentum start up at Startup Weekend in Moncton
Right.
1 year ago, just about. And I was their first hire after I graduated. So it's been an amazing journey, definitely.
Yeah. So that was like Startup NB last year when it was hosted
Yeah,
in
Startup New
Moncton.
Brunswick, the Moncton edition. Yeah.
Right. And, almost a year on, success story.
Yes.
Great company, doing a lot of things.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Momentum, I want to talk about Startup Week, obviously, but
Yes.
we'll give you guys a
Yeah,
couple
for
of free
sure.
plugs. You help other startups to get their product in front of people who can buy it or capitalize on it, right?
Yeah. So overall, we like to call ourselves your co-pilots in business development.
Okay.
So we have entrepreneurs who come in with an idea, people who come in with just a registered business and a draft of their business plan, to people who have already established businesses and want to grow it.
Sure.
So we help them with sales. Yes, that's a lot of the work that we do, trying to get their product out, whether they want it out in, say, for instance, one of our clients, we helped them bring their product to Vermont,
Right.
and all over North U.S. actually.
Very cool.
And then other clients, we help them with designing their business, what their product will look like, the early stages, and taking that idea and turning it into a business.
Right.
So overall, co-pilots, business development.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What's the coolest thing about working for a startup?
Oh, everything, I guess. It's so flexible. There's days where I wake up and I'll text my boss and say, can I just work from home? Like, it's kind of a lazy day. And they're like, yeah, for sure. And the hours are random. You get to do crazy amount of events, crazy amount of work. Like, you have a job title, but you do more than and a lot of random things. Like, I got to travel to Vermont with one of our clients.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's just the fact that it's very unpredictable is what I think is the coolest.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and you're not walking into an organization that's been around for 50, 60 years and you sit down at your desk and your manager drops the big book of procedures on your desk. Every time you do something, you're forging new ground.
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's pretty much learn as you go. So since I was the first hire, it's like, okay, well, how are we going to use her? What's her title going to be? Kind of making it up as we go.
Right.
And then business processes and procedures itself, we're like, oh, maybe we should put this in place. Maybe we should put that in place. So it's just as we work, as we move forward, it's very unpredictable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that suits you pretty well?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Very finest.
Yeah.
So the company that you work for was, as we mentioned, was launched out of the last Startup Week. I mean, clearly some work went on beyond just that, but
Yes.
it was launched at the last Startup Week. What can a group or a person coming into Startup Week expect for themselves?
Yeah, so they can expect a lot of hard work. Startup Week in New Brunswick, the St. John edition, is 54 hours. It starts on Friday just at 5 p.m.
Right.
and it goes until Sunday around dinner time.
Oh, wow.
So it's very, there's a lot of work that goes into it, but it's so exciting and it's so much fun, and you learn everything that you need to know about starting a business. Whether you want to start your own business or you want to just see if entrepreneurship's the right path for you, this would be the event that I highly recommend.
Right.
Yeah.
So 54 hours of work in a weekend.
Yeah.
You know, your average 9 to 5er does about 37 hours of work in a week.
Yeah.
And you do that so people know what to expect if they start their own business?
Yeah, pretty much. So as it's known, entrepreneurship is very hard. It's hard work, but it's also very rewarding and fun.
Yeah.
And people know that the 9 to 5 is not typical for an entrepreneur. So I guess that's what the startup weekend overall envisions with this. They make it so that you do your 54 hours through the weekend. It's all hard work. It's all right down to the pen and paper, and you make sure that you get that business close to being up and running at the end of it.
Right.
So it reflects what entrepreneurship really is about.
For sure. And, you know, one of the really cool things about entrepreneurship is that, you know, there's not really anybody to do things for you. You've got to do everything yourself. You know, I remember the first time, the first business I had, you know, it's Sunday morning. I've doing the extremely glamorous job of loading the garbage into the back of my car because, you know, well, who takes the garbage out? I guess I do.
You do.
It's just one of those things. How do people sign up for Startup Week? I mean, we're pretty close to it, so
Yeah.
I would imagine that, you know, if you're not ready to go now, you may have missed an opportunity, or am I wrong?
No, you can sign up right up until the day of the event. So
Okay.
it starts September the 29th and goes till October 1st. And you can sign up online. The website is nb.up.co. Practice that one.
nb.ub.co?
up.co.
UP?
Yeah, P,
Oh,
like
I
up.
never would have gotten there.
No, yeah, but you can go to that website.
Right.
And it will take you to our Eventbrite, and you can sign up. It's $55 for a regular price ticket, but if you're a student, it's $30. So we've been really pushing students to
pretty
get
good
to
deal.
to get to this event.
So a regular ticket, you know, if you amortize that over the 54 hours, that's only $1.02 an hour.
But like honestly, like paying that much, we're pretty much paying you to come.
Yeah.
We give you a free T-shirt. We feed you the entire time. There's 7 meals.
You're kidding.
We have like mentors and like amazing sponsors that are going to be there
Right.
all day on Saturday. We have 20. So there's people from a bunch of different divisions. People who've started a business themselves that's turned into something very, very successful, who are coaching you on how to make your business become an operational
Right.
business.
Is it at Connection Works?
Yes.
So there's free coffee all weekend too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, coffee's a must.
What kind of pre-work do I need to have done to get something out of this? Like, I mean, if I'm just running into Brunswick Square with a business plan in my hand, am I well positioned to take advantage of Startup Week? Do I even need a business plan?
No, you honestly,
Wow.
there's nothing like, if you have an idea to prepare, my suggestion would just be ready to pitch it. Don't put any effort into it. It's a very
Right.
non-judgment environment. It's very collaborative and almost goofy, like that people are playing around and whatnot. So I
Sure.
would say preparation, not needed. You can come, if you have an idea, you can come and pitch it. We pitch on the first day on Friday.
Okay.
But we take 15 of those ideas, turn them into teams, and run with them for the weekend. So if you don't even want to pitch an idea, if you don't have a business idea, you can come to the event anyway and
Right.
join someone else's team. If you want to see if entrepreneurship is for you and you're not sure if this is a path you want to take in your future, you can still attend and jump on someone else's idea. Or if you have a problem and you don't have an idea for this problem, you can pitch the problem, and maybe people in the crowd will understand, like,
Right.
I have this idea that can help you. And then you can form a team around that. So overall, we take 15 ideas at the max and run with them and turn them into an operational business at the end of it.
So you're saying that somebody could come in and say, you know, I don't have a business idea, I don't have a solution, but I've noticed this thing that looks like a market opportunity to me. And then somebody who's there, maybe they came in with their own business idea. They might say, you know what, I think I can lick that. And they might toss their own business idea and
Yeah.
jump on. And you come out of Startup Week with sort of this. So it's almost like a mock business that you're putting together throughout it, but it's a real business, or it can
Absolutely.
be, just like you guys were.
Yeah. So, I mean, not every business has to come out and become a business, but the
Right.
framework is there, the business plan's made, and at the end of the event, there's a pitch competition, so everyone has 5 minutes to pitch to a panel of judges.
Right.
And there is support at the end of it if they want to run with their business. So the top 3 people who win the pitch competition have prizes available from all of our sponsors. So, and it's not monetary prizes, it's physical and useful prizes. So, for example, EY has donated $5,000 of work for entrepreneurs, accounting work for entrepreneurs. Whoever wins gets that award.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a huge thing.
Oh yeah, and
I mean,
there's so much more.
That's
like,
not just any accountant. That's
no,
one of the best
it's
accounting
EY.
consultancies.
Yeah, one of the top 4. But it's amazing, and there's also an opportunity for. This is actually a bigger deal than I'm starting it out to be. Startup Canada is having a national competition for 8 cities for
Right.
this month alone, and the winner of Startup St. John gets to be one of those 8
Oh,
to
wow.
pitch at
That's
the
huge.
national competition. Yeah, for the grand prize. So.
I'm glad
either
we
way-
humble bragged that at the
Yeah.
end. If we had led with that, it would have
No.
seemed like
Oh
we
my
were
gosh, no,
making
it
it
needed to
too
be
extra.
built up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but overall, whether you win the competition or not,
Right.
the reward is amazing. Like, you learn so much, how to start a business, and how fun it is, and how fun the people are, and you get to network with amazing individuals and leaders and people in the entrepreneurial ecosystem. So it's overall one of the best decisions I've made in my life to date. So
Wow.
yeah, I can say that with confidence.
I just heard you do it.
Yeah.
So if you ever dreamed of working in a startup, starting your own business, or solving one of those big problems, run down to Connection Works Friday the 29th of September. Stop at an ATM, get 320s out. They'll give you $6 change when you get to the door. Get in there to Startup Week and see if there's something there for you. If you just want to work with great, passionate people like Kayla in a business, or if you want to get your own business off the ground and employ people and solve the world's great problems, NB Startup Week St. John edition, Google it. Go to Connection Works on the 29th. You might find that it's the big opportunity that you've been waiting for. Thank you so much for talking to us,
Thanks
Kayla.
for having me.
You're welcome.